Hello? Are we live?
Hello.
Are we? Hello? We're live.
We're live.
Are we live?
Hey!
Ooh.
Technology
Hello.
is
We're live.
brilliant.
We did it.
Look at all of us in the same room together. Guys, it's great to see you all.
Oh.
I don't know where I am.
Hey,
the grand scheme of
July.
things.
Oh,
Hello,
Usley's
everyone.
beneath me.
Huh?
Whoa, hey, Usley.
Hi, mate. How you doing?
Hang on, guys. Hang on. We're not alone. There's some people here. There's some goddamn people coming here to have a little chat with us because, yes, we are here. What Culture Gaming is live, and we are here to celebrate 100 episodes of Chatty Faces. My God, can you believe that we have been allowed to talk this much cobblepot for this long? No. I was going to swear, but I thought...
I'll swallow cobblepot.
Egg Daddy's turning it down today. So here we go. Right, so my name is Jules Gill. You might know me from previous things such as stuff on What Culture. I'm also joined by Ash Millman.
Me, I'm here.
Ben Roy Turner.
Hello, Moto.
Ewan Patterson.
Oh, that was a
It was the
throwback.
worst Troy McClure impression ever.
Josh Brown.
Hello, Jules.
I love that you got embarrassed.
A little bit. Oh, blush.
Kirsten is in the house.
Hello.
We have Osley, aka Mr. Newton Chill.
It's 5 minutes past 5.
All right, talking clock. We have Rich Hudson.
Hello.
And the one, the only, the hair that will never fail and stab you to death. But I reckon the next time I hug him, his hair's going to impale me. It's Scott Telford.
Hello.
We're all together to have a nice little chat for an hour of your time and basically just answer some questions, have a good old laugh, and of course, chat absolute bollocks. And Mason is just saying, Josh Brown drinking a beer? Unheard of, mate. He's teetotal.
I know, this is actually just wee. That's all this is.
It is wee.
Nothing else.
It's fermented
All
wee.
take
We got it all
a synchronized.
before the office
good,
closed.
though.
We all got a bit of fermented wee. So that's no.
That beer looks like the perfect beer. It looks like a fake beer. You know the ones that like line up the glass, like and it's like the fake liquid. It never spills. It looks like
Dude,
one of those.
this looks and tastes exactly what I imagine Duff looks and tastes like. You know.
Have you
like
ever
Duff
had
beer from The
an
Simpsons.
actual Duff?
Do they actually
They
sell
do
them?
sell Duff.
Yeah.
It's actually really nice.
Can't get enough.
It's not the
of that
same.
wonderful dough.
But you
By
can
the
go.
way,
You can
hold
go
on.
to
The
Florida
way
and go
from
to
the-
Moe's.
We've got to give a huge shout out already to Connor, who's donated £2 for My Father Beats Me with a Dead Ant for Being Obese. I have literally nothing to say to that. That is one of those sentences in life that meets you right on your doorstep and you just go, what the hell do you even say to that?
Actually have so do you know you follow that Reddit relationships account on Twitter?
Yeah.
The one that's like yeah.
11 live for it.
Do you remember the one that was about the really crazy girlfriend who killed her boyfriend's ant farm?
Yeah.
I think I remember.
Yeah,
something
I
about that.
literally after reading that, I went into a depressive spiral, thinking, "Oh God, those poor ants," and then found the ant farm community on YouTube, and now I'm deadly engrossed in this channel called Ants Canada, which does nothing but ant farm videos, and I get really invested now. So that is the lasting impact of that thing. So I like that ants came up in this chat. That's really
Turn a
important.
negative into a positive, mate.
Ewan,
To be,
have you
to
got a
be
new
fair,
favourite band? Is it Alien Ant Farm?
no, it's Adam of the Ants, mate. Adam of the Ants.
And
thing is,
just
though-
like the movies, it's a great
Ewan, what I need to
fun.
know now, what's a better film? Ants or A Bug's Life?
Bug's Life, mate.
What?
Oh.
Oh, by the way, we have
Controversial.
some new donations coming through from Fernando with $5 who says, love the mustache, UN.
All I'm saying is, right, Henry Cavill knew what he was doing.
Damn right. And also Jack Coyle with the $1.99 donation saying, bloody love you all. Well, we bloody love you too, mate. Thank you very, very much.
Oh, the
Razor.
ASMR going on right now, Jules, with that
Crispy
microphone.
mic.
Oh my. Ooh.
It was the best thing I ever took before I left the office. It was just kind of like, right, what can I grab? And then just like,
You fled to Wales.
I did, and I'm never coming back. You're never going to get me again. Imagine if this is how I announced it. I was just like, this is my retirement. This is my retirement here. Just like, I'm gone. But anyway, that'll be for future records. So, right, let's carry on. So, what are we doing today on this stream, you might ask? We're answering questions. Who's got them? I don't know. So please, somebody step in.
Osley Beatty,
All the questions.
right of centre.
Go on, Oz.
I
Why don't
have
you kick us off?
All of them. I have 116 questions.
Wow.
What?
Holy
Wow.
Not only Twitter, but Discord as well, because we opened up the Chatty Faces channel.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh.
And I also have a wheel, which will decide who gets to choose it, and it will refresh every single time everyone answers it.
Ah, cool.
Ooh.
So,
So
start off
random
with the first
question
one.
for a random presenter.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I've already randomized the order.
Okay.
First one is going. In fact, shall I read out the question first? Or
Read
shall I
out the
spin?
question, and then we can do spin the wheel, Owsley.
Should we come with the rhyme for the wheel?
Wheel.
Oh,
Wheel.
turn. Show us the lesson that we should learn from Animaniacs for sure.
Yes, there we go. Brilliant. There we go.
Production.
So the first question is, what was the game that frustrated you the most, but you still played it regardless?
Wheel, turn.
turn.
Tell us the lesson that we must learn.
Wheel.
Wheel.
Oh god. That frustrated me the most, but I played anyway.
The game of
Probably
life.
would be Resident Evil 5, I think. There was just some level, like the bloody chainsaw peoples in the chainsaw zombie guys. They're so frustrating when you've never played Resident Evil 5 before and then you first go against them. They are so frustrating, especially when you're playing co-op and the person that you're playing with doesn't play video games. They're just there to just be a friend, and it's just, oh my god, I remember getting so annoyed with that game and very close to lobbing the controller and the whole console out the window, I think, at one point. But of course, there's Resident Evil, so I carried on playing. And it actually ended up being a game. I quite like Resident Evil 5. It gets a bad rep, but I like it.
Better
Can I
than
just add?
6.
Can I just add
What?
that they're called Chainsaw Maginis?
Chainsaw
Every time.
Maginis.
Nerd.
You
Is that really what
Nerd.
it's called?
Oh, sorry to interrupt.
Well, now I
Greg,
shall know.
Greg Smith with the £5 donation. Hi, love the channel. Can we have a Kirsten The Last of Us 2 stream, please? So looking forward to that game, and what culture's thoughts on it?
Ooh,
Mm.
I would love that. It looks amazing. I'm super excited for it. Get to play as Ellie as well. That's my jam.
Also,
No,
shout
it's a game
try
coming
and-
out. It'll be
I'll
out
try and
soon, who
organise
cares?
it.
Being brought up, Last of Us 2 being on seeing it in there
Oh,
the chat.
Anyone even mentions it, and I just sort of freeze up like, oh
I know, I'm like, huh.
Shout out to
So,
Dill Pepper Bucket playing Doom Eternal while he watches. Good man.
So next question:
Go on
Yes.
then.
has anyone in the What Culture team played a game called AR Tonelica and AR No Surge? It's one of my favorite games, but no one talks about it. My last hope is Scott, the man who plays anything.
I hate to not live up to my name, but I've not even heard of it. What's it called?
AR it's probably pronounced R Tonelico and R No Surge.
Man,
sounds
no,
like
I don't even
Pirate games.
I was like,
I'm gonna look it up. Keep
I
talking.
wish
I'll
I
look it up.
had.
Yeah, I think we might have to skip that one because no one's played it.
Sadly,
So-
no. I've just been living on my Vita. I survived. Ellie didn't get this one, so
She's coming for you, mate.
How do you
She's
not
coming
have
for
a
you.
Vita? Yeah,
barely surviving.
she's
It would
coming
also help if
for
I read
you,
out-
Scott.
Who answer those questions as well. So the first one was from a great Yuma on Discord.
Cool.
That one was from @Tacky70165 on Twitter.
Nice.
Nick C has sent a donation of $2, quickly asking favorite snack when gaming. Much love to you all.
Pussy.
Josh, right, Jules, out for that with that note. Josh, you've got to debunk the myth of pizza in gaming now.
Yep. Yeah, I was about to say, there's no perfect snack for gaming because they all give you greasy hands, especially pizza. You always think it's a great idea. We've talked about this before. You order one in, you think, I'm going to have a nice gaming sesh, slice of pizza in one hand, controller in the other. It's not. It doesn't work. It's a logistical nightmare. You get cheese and grease and sauce all over your face, all over the controller, and everything starts breaking. And then you have to order 2 more controllers to your house the next day because you've broken it because there's cheese in there. And it doesn't work. Snacks and gaming don't go together because you've got to keep washing your hands. Is what I
There
have.
is a
That's my
perfect
controversial
perfect
take.
snack, actually. Chicken satay sticks from Iceland, £1.
Oh
They've
my
been there for
God.
almost 20 years now.
Distant
Right, a bit of wood.
You've been bought by the
Never-
Iceland lobby, Ben Roy. We know this.
I
You can't
worked
even-
there for 2.5 years. I
Yeah,
have to
exactly.
know.
Oh, it all comes out now. Honestly, right? Popcorn, microwave popcorn isn't greasy, a healthy source of fibre, and it's great. There you go.
Ewan,
Popcorn.
what happens when you run out of water or whatever you're drinking and then you've just got a mouthful of salt that you can't swallow? What do you do then? You got to get up, you got to pause the game.
always-
All bad.
It's no different than me loading up Twitter and having a mouthful of salt, Josh Brown. So this is what it is.
Sorry to interrupt. We have had 2 more donations. One from AM65 with the $5 donation saying, with the big success of the Final Fantasy VII remake, which older Final Fantasy game would be a candidate for a remake? The answer is number 9, surely.
Yes, I would have said 9. Although, I honestly really love the world of 8. Like, I'm going back through that. Like, I had the whole bitten by the Final Fantasy bug after playing the remake. And, like, 8's so overlooked, even by Square Enix, who lost the code for, like, 3 years. But, yeah, 8 or 9. Apparently, they lost the code for a bunch of years, and they finally found it and put it out again. But 9's, like, the one that gets held up the most. 9's lovely.
It's just beautiful as well. And we also have a $10 donation from Steve Obany, who says, buy a crate of booze and spread the love to you all. What a ledge.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
so much,
Thank
mate.
you very much, Steve.
Big O.
Oh,
Back to you,
Right,
sir.
next question.
Big
This is
O,
from
big O.
Messi Boy.
We want a big O.
Big O, big
Why is
O.
the final
we
mission
have
of
this,
sending
the,
it to
the,
run
the,
one
the
of
hand
worst
symbol.
things
We all
ever?
pray
I missed it.
at the Church of O.
Put a Bloodhound Gang
Doesn't
in,
all been
but
possessed.
they made us do this because it was the symbol for Minge.
Oh!
What was the one? There was one
Friday,
on
isn't it?
303 as well, wasn't there? Was it that?
What was that, Ozzy? Sorry, I think we all missed that.
Minge.
303.
So, this is from @VesiBoy on Twitter.
Vesi.
Why is the final mission of Simpsons Hit and Run one of the worst things ever? Asking for a friend.
Is that
Yeah,
friend you?
it is the worst thing ever. It's terrible.
And that question's going to Scott.
Oh god, I remember that thing being a complete nightmare, but not as much as when did Rich and you guys struggled quite a bit with it, right?
I don't even know that unearths a painful memory. I got so angry at that last level. I was playing it when I was 7. I got banned from the Xbox by my dad for about a week because I ended up getting to the last bit. Is Grandpa the last thing you have to take, isn't it? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I ended up getting there with 1 second to go, thinking I'd done it perfectly. But no, it's one of those games where even if you fly past the objective, even if you hit it, you have to actually stay in the
stopping bit
objective.
is-
You have to stop
And it's
still.
like a
So I got through it.
jet-powered car as well.
Yeah,
So-
and I was like, oh, I've done it, I'm the best ever. And then literally it was like, you failed, and I was just, I think everything went red, and I don't remember what happened next. And then there was my
woke
gaming
up the
privileges
next day.
were revoked for the next week.
To
so,
this day, I still
yeah.
haven't finished Simpsons Hit and Run because of that last mission.
Neither have I.
It's a piece. It's crap. It's horrible.
I don't know if it's just because like I've gotten older and stuff, but with frustration, when I get into one of those zones where I'm like, okay, this is the thing that I need to beat for my life to continue, I have a whole existential crisis where I'm like, what if I never beat it? What if this is the thing that I can never beat? Like I had that with Sekiro, and it's just, yeah, I have it every single time.
did you? You had that with Sekiro?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Well, I mean, you did eventually when you finally played it.
Don't bring it up.
What's
No,
that? What's that?
no.
I want to talk about Sekiro.
No.
Yeah, we've ignored the biggest Sekiro fan in the room, Ash Millman, a humongous Sekiro fan. Can't get her off it, to be honest.
I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's gone from a like what game? Who? FromSoft? No.
I love that you were so excited to pick that game up, and you looked so genuinely annoyed when you came in the next day, and you were like, "I don't think this is for me."
No.
That led to one of our.
I got most of my money back on it though, so that
I love
was
that.
that was the best.
most of your money.
Not use sanity though.
Not of my time, but most of my money.
Oh, right, Big O.
God.
If you had to compare each of the WhatCulture Gaming crew to a Gen 1 Pokemon, which would they be?
No,
That's
Pokemon again. No,
Aeon
not
Lord
Pokemon
92.
again.
Who's that from, O?
So
Aeon Lord 92 on Twitter. Ash, that is your question.
I can't remember all of them. Right.
Ash, don't worry. Josh is muck.
Yeah.
He's
The
tangy.
monkey-
I know what that means.
I love that he doesn't get it.
Right. I can't even think of any. There's a Charmander. None of you are Charmander because he's too cute. There's
Aww.
Dratini, the little snake. Too cute also for any of you. There is Tangled, who
That's
is
Josh.
I could
Also
probably
Josh.
class as Tangled.
Yeah, Josh is definitely muck. I'm gonna give you that one, Kirsten, for the
I'm
kill.
googling all of these still.
This might just be Ash.
I
and
don't
Pokemon.
think all of the Pokemons are there. Like,
There's 151
Right.
of them.
Can I volunteer being the cool Squirtle that has the sunglasses?
Nah, you're Poliwag.
Jules is Executor.
Yeah, I'm the egg. I'm the egg. Can I at least be the evolved egg?
Or Voltorb. Just, you know,
Oh,
round
the
stuff.
Voltorb's good. And I do get angry and go off a lot, so that's good.
No, which one's what's the evolution of Voltorb again? Electrode, because he's got the white top, he's got the shinier top, so he's Electrode.
Although Andy Murray isn't a part of gaming, he's definitely coughing because he coughs all the time.
Oh my god.
I'm thinking wheezing if it's like an asthmatic reference.
Ah, there you go, you're wheezing then.
I'm trying to think what Scott would be. I reckon Scott would be Machamp.
Scott would be an electric
Just
Pokemon because he looks like he's always been zapped.
That's the nicest
go
thing
and
you've ever
look
said,
at-
Jules.
Oh no, wait, Ash, tell me or tell me not. Scott is not Geodude. It's the Rockquiff or an Onyx.
Right, I've opened up the list of original Pokemons here. Right. Who's that? The one that's like a little ball that's like, "Ah," and I don't have the name.
Little ball that.
The first man with the pointy hand. The one like the
What are you describing,
What are you
man?
looking at?
the first man with the
Doing
pointy
stuff.
hand.
Okay, right. Okay,
That can
guys.
help.
Look at
This
that.
man with the pointy hand.
I know that we have
First man
100
with
questions to
pointy
go
hand.
through, but let us play a quick round of guess that Pokemon.
Yes, that Pokemon.
First
I
man.
want everyone to know, right?
Fuzzman.
This is exactly what a Chatty Faces episode is like to film.
Yeah.
It's an hour of Ash trying to figure out what to do, and then starting again, and then essentially just calling it the man with the pointy hand.
We used
So-
the first take anyway.
It doesn't have wings. It's just a man with pointy hands.
No, it's like a little fuzzball. with
Someone
the
said
pointy hand.
Magnemite.
Venonat. No,
No.
not with pointy
Someone
hands.
said Magnemite in the chat.
What number is
Magnemite.
it?
Is there one
Fuzzball
called
with pointy
Mankey?
hand.
Yeah, Mankey. Yeah.
Could be
It's the one after Mankey.
Primeape.
There we go. That's the one.
Yay.
Loads of shouts
I
for
didn't
Scott.
have to, he's not ascribed to any of you. I just wanted to know his name.
Lots of shouts for Scott as Gengar in the chat. I
Yeah.
I can't remember. Yeah.
That's great because he's
Yeah.
got that
That's
cheeky
really good.
smile.
If you put my feet like here, I'm just getting up.
Ah, I'm so gonna do that in Photoshop now, Scott. I'm sorry. I have to.
I think you made me a
Has to be done.
toaster many years ago.
I did.
was a
I
good
turned
toaster.
Scott into a toaster for a video.
Brave
Big
little
fan.
toaster.
I reckon that Osley is the entire Pokedex. the amount of times I ask him, what is this, or can you help me with this, and he immediately has an answer. He just should like point him at stuff and he just tells you. Oh, by the way, we've had a big donation through from Michael Fong, who says, finally able to catch a live stream. Greetings from the Bay Area. Love you all. For each of you, what mods would you use or wish existed for Left 4 Dead 2? Keep up the streams. I love Ember.
Yay! Ember is
like-
freaking amazing. And also,
good.
we were discussing this. We couldn't find any Rugrats mods.
I
could
know.
we?
really?
So,
So that's
Yeah,
clearly
oh,
something
no.
that needs to exist. Rugrats mods. Anyone
I'm
out
choo-
there? Get
choosing
that.
for next week's modded one. I'm doing a Dark Souls one instead.
Oh,
We're turning the whole game into
God.
Dark Souls.
It's gonna be good.
Right. I mean, I obviously want all enemies to be eggs or wet bread or
I was gonna
just
say
any
that,
any
I
sort of
thought you.
jokey,
Ah.
jokey stuff.
Egg
Or
and
to be
soldiers.
Scott.
Oh god, if it was like a meme or just Gengar's coming at you.
Oh my god! Imagine
Yeah.
if they made Scott noises when the mob are they're just like.
That'd be the witch. You just hear, witch!
That
The
would be
Welsh.
amazing.
Would you like
That
the next
probably-
question?
Yes,
Go
please.
Really
on.
love one, mate.
What do you consider to be your biggest professional accomplishment, gaming or otherwise? And as a follow-up, feel free to give yourself a hearty pat on the back as you've earned it. That is from Erexial Healing. And that
Huge
is
fan.
going to you, Jules.
Oh.
Can you read it out again?
So, what
Can
do
you use it in a
consider to be
sentence?
your biggest professional accomplishment, gaming or otherwise?
Do you know what? I think that it's the biggest accomplishment for us is to be taken seriously. So whenever
That
we
is
get
not happening.
whenever we get invited to like an event or a gaming thing that's taking place, and we are treated as equals with the likes of like IGN and stuff like that, that actually is really cool. Like Rich and Rach managed to go to like LA to do Kingdom Hearts. We went to Ash and I went to Italy so that we did a D&D thing as well. Like it's stuff like that. Feeling legitimized is probably the thing that makes me feel like we've hit that nice plateau. But yeah, and there's the pat on the back. Well done. We just had some more donations, by the way. Andrew McCollum with a $10 dues. It says, "Love you all. Stay safe and have a great weekend. You too, buddy."
Thank you.
Oh God, we've just had a new member. Do I have to do the screen?
Yeah, can you read that?
I don't.
Is that Jackalulu?
Thank you very much.
Here you go.
Thank you, Jackalulu. New member.
Was that last year we started doing that? You've done a lot of shouting since we started doing membership.
Yes,
people.
put the
My
channel
throat
emotions
has
out.
not been the same.
Big O.
Next question.
Big
What
ol'
game
eye.
soundtrack would you want to be playing over your life? Yeah. That's from King Muttley 7.
Ah, legend.
That dickhead.
There.
Nice.
Josh.
Oh, do I go something sad? Do I go something happy? Like, I know Scott would choose something like the Hotline Miami, just, you know, constant thump of
Yes.
life and
The
going through doors, and
answer is
apparently
the Scott Pilgrim
good bad.
soundtrack because it's the best one ever. The Scott Pilgrim
It
soundtrack.
is. That's pretty good. No, I'd have to go Mass Effect 3. I want the ever-present loom of total annihilation over my life all the time. I think that probably fits the vibe more. I want this kind of Clint Mansell, just orchestral doom hanging over me like a cloud. That's what
Are
I
you
would
making
have
your
to
crisp sandwiches?
Well, I'm making my crisp sandwiches while I'm in the shower. You just hear an end once and for all, and you think, oh, what's a bit of that? Yeah, the Mass Effect 3 soundtrack, which is probably the best part of that game, genuinely really, really good.
So, which video game world would you love to live in? From Padraig_Don on Twitter. That is going to Rich.
Oh, do you know what? We actually did this as a chatty, but
We did, yeah.
but old Rach stole my answer. So I can actually say it now, Planet Coaster. I'm going to live in my own park that I spent
God.
2 years building.
Gonna be your own park. Oh my god.
Do you expect anything less from me, Ewan?
No, I don't. That's why I'm in despair right now.
Rich, is your webcam like detachable? Can you like move it?
Yeah.
Show us the park. Show
I-
us the
Show us
bloody
High
park.
Fairy
I made a
Gardens.
whole
Woo!
theme park on Twitch, and I made a big print out of it because I'm a massive nerd. And O's
Zoom us
O's
in.
got one as well. Look in his house.
That's cool.
Zoom us in. I want to see the
Oh,
the
God.
Josh ride.
Oh yeah, Josh. I can't go very far. It's I'm cable tied down. But up there, look, there's a ride that says Josh. Because really early on my original Twitch channel, Josh comes in like, hey man, name a ride after me. So I went a step further and literally made a ride that said Josh in big letters. So there's literally a queue of people queuing to ride Josh. So no different from reality
The
then.
thing is, you know,
Artie takes
not
life.
to piggyback on Jules' thing, but we were talking about our, you know, biggest professional accomplishments, gaming or otherwise. That's mine, having a Josh ride in Planet Coaster.
And you're immortalized on a poster.
Sorry to interrupt, but we have had an
Wow.
absolute bevy of
wow.
subscribers.
Oh my
Okay,
word.
so first off, shout out, thank you, James Plummer, for the new member. We also have Coach Marv with the $5 dues that says, love the channel as always and always happy to support. Which game enticed you to try a genre you never thought you would? We'll do a very quick answer to this. Somebody grab that and then we'll move on down.
I can dive in and say RTS stuff. I got Civ 6, but I haven't spent that much time with it yet because my friend was like, once you get into it, you'll never ever play anything else. But I haven't played a top-down RTS since the Army Men RTS on PS2. Which was like they did like a one-off one, but apparently Civ 6 is brilliant. So I'm gonna play that. Heard it's all right.
Christopher Jefferson with the $9.99 says, hey guys, hope you're doing well. What gaming series do you think is the most overrated game series, and why is it Legend of Zelda? Ha 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 ha. Big love from Newcastle.
Is that
Overrated.
Souls, absolutely.
Oh, big take, mate. Big take.
Brutal.
We'll move swiftly on.
I would-
hate
I got
it.
there's alerts going off left, right, and centre. I've got all the
I know.
alerts playing in my ears.
Connor with the £2.50 says, when is where/when/why/who/how
Mate,
culture happening?
Who Culture's already
It already
here?
is.
Get with the
It's
times.
a thing.
Who likes Doctor Who? It's just me.
Everyone.
I've got a whole channel for it now.
The silence was there
Yeah.
just for long enough, then.
It's like let's make a Doctor Who channel. Who in the office likes Doctor Who? And there's literally just me. Like, yes.
We have £5. Sorry.
No, I was going to say before you announced that you were doing that great podcast with Amy Rich, I thought, is he doing a podcast with himself? What's going to happen there?
I was going to dress up in different funny scarves and hats and be different doctors.
I mean, I do have 2
Can
doctor
I,
scarves.
Rich, can I jump in on the John Barrowman episodes?
I'll ask Amy. You just guest star.
Triple threat. Let's just get in.
That's fair enough.
With the £5 donation, is Daniel Gregory, who says, "What games have been helping you get through lockdown, and what next generation console are you looking forward to, leaning towards buying? Wishing you all the best." If someone wants to grab
Mate,
that
me
one.
and Ozzy have been playing so much Counter-Strike over lockdown. I've owned various Counter-Strike games for years, and only now am I finally playing Counter-Strike, and I'm loving it. So that's been my lockdown game so far.
I never played Counter-Strike. I've heard many good things.
It's a PC game,
but...
Scott, that's why.
I know, it was a version on original Xbox, I think.
They might have done, they did randomly port random stuff to the original Xbox. But
too many sliders, mate. Can't get my head around it.
Jenko the Red, who is an absolute ledge, by the way, donates £5 and says, "Good to see you guys all together." Kind of. And yeah, we are kind of
nice
together,
to be
but we're all
together.
together in spirit.
I thought it was kind of good to see you. Kind of.
Benroy's here. I can grab onto Benroy. Just grab.
Wrong side, mate. Wrong side. Other side.
Oh.
What is going on?
There we go.
Widen Spinners.
And you guys are like either side of me, like here and here, and it's just both of you like, whilst I'm stuck in the corner, like, ugh.
That's what I do all the time. I do it just.
Ryden Spinners 04 has donated the $5 and said, "You're all fucking ledges. I live in the States and started saying it. They have no clue. Happy payday, you ledges."
Thank you. You're a legend.
So
Look
nice.
at all these
And
members.
then we have... Oh, Jesus Christ.
You can do it.
Okay, right. Okay. Thank you, Bethesda MD. Thank you, Kurt Paulson. Thank you, Gregaton Bomb. And we know Greg, because Greg is a writer for WhatCulture.
Hey.
And, right, okay, we nearly caught up. Nearly caught up. Mark Costa with the €2. It says, "The whole crew, I love you guys." And I almost said... I almost read that out as Hairy Dan, but it's Dan Haney. Don't know why. Jules, please tell why you shaved your beard. # not happy. I shaved it to find out if I had a chin, and I did, and it's a weak one, so I grew it back out again.
I did the exact same thing. I'm hiding mine.
Actually, Kerry, who is in the kitchen at the moment trying to avoid eye contact, she said that she looked at when I shaved, and it didn't impress her the way I thought it would. I come back and be really refreshing and just be like, "Oh, look at this cheeky lad." Didn't work. Cool. Right. Caught up, finally.
Cool.
Question.
Which has been the hardest question from Chatty Faces to answer? That's from Typical Libera 10 on Twitter.
That's implying that I remember any question.
90 to choose from, mate.
Someone's questions wrong last time. That kind of proves that we all just do it and never think of it again.
That question is going to the person who's been in the most Chatty Faces, Benroy.
Hey.
So the most difficult question to ever answer.
Yeah.
It's going to be this one. So, as someone who doesn't really remember a lot, I don't remember any of them apart from the Sekiro one. So, and obviously when I, give Phil Spencer a kiss the whole time. So, I'm just going to say this one, and just watch out because Don Matrix about.
How you just put Phil Spencer into things that make no sense?
He's just that big of a fan.
Don't know.
Needs a t-shirt. Little face.
How did you get from that question to watch out Don Matrix about? How it's a genuine skill.
I mean, you should keep alert at all times. If Don Matrix near you, to get out of there.
Yeah.
He will sell you a Zune. He doesn't care. He's there.
Is he still the CEO of Zynga?
I don't think that man's done anything.
Away from being a terrible, terrible sitcom, so we won't talk about that.
He lasted 2 years, and now he's just busy being rich.
This is right here. That's incorrect.
Hi,
We have
I'm
some
Don
more
Matrix.
donations.
Wow.
Fernando has come in and said again, which is, "What is your first ever video game?" If somebody wants to grab that.
Road Rash.
Sonic 1.
What a game,
Super
Moses.
Mario Bros.
On the Master System.
Hercules.
Actually,
Hercules on the PS1.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ash, what was your first game?
Huh?
What was your first game, Ash?
The one that I remember is Spyro.
Oh, fair.
Toy Story 2.
You thought you did something cheeky then. What did you think of what was going to be my answer?
For some reason, I thought that you were gonna. One of your first games was like Zoom Beanies or something like that. The educational games.
I played a lot of Club Penguin and
Club
in
Penguin.
Weevils and Neopets. I played Neopets before for all that, but Spyro was the early one. I played it with my mom because she liked the little dragon and found it sweet. She hated games, but she loved Spyro, so we went and caught gems together.
That's cool.
This is the generation divide at the office
cute.
because me and Jules have played older stuff, and then everyone else is like, "Oh, Club Penguin." I'm like,
Well,
"Oh, it's me at that point."
Scott, what's your first game? Because mine's Super Mario Bros. On the NES, I think it is.
Oh well, mine's on the Master System, Alex Kidd.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, you can go older. You weren't alive back in 1986, though.
You weren't alive. You weren't alive.
He's frozen for that.
Games don't just disintegrate when time happens.
No, but if it was something that you bought or played when it came out, I guess mine would be like the first Sonic or something.
Bought. My first paid for game was probably either GoldenEye or Star Wars Episode 1: The Phantom Menace.
Beautiful.
Oh, that game was frustrating. Literally, the amount of times I ended up dying in those bloody fans, and they chop you up, and I'll be like, "No, Obi-Wan, no!" That was really sad. That was really sad. First game I ever played was Toy Story 2, and then Buzz Lightyear of Star Command on the Dreamcast.
I've got Toy Story 2 on this Vita. This one.
Wow.
There he is flashing it again.
The Vita that still exists.
Chilling for Vita.
We've got some more donations here. Nathan Sujanen says, "Hey, I love you all. What is the scariest moment of what culture?" Well, Ash, you've got something to plug, which would be very relevant right now.
I can't say.
Why not?
There's something very
Why not?
scary.
Why can't we say it?
It's a surprise.
Oh.
There's the plan of action for it, but because you've tuned in, then I can say that something is coming, and if you can hear from something scary and me being referenced, then maybe you can guess, but I can't say what it is. So
Ash, that was like a politician trying to get over a question you don't want to answer. BBC or something.
Come down, couldn't have done it better himself.
The true scariest moment of WhatCulture was turning around and seeing Josh running through the office with the Sonic hat on for no reason. It was running really
Oh wow.
That was good.
Oh, that was a very valid reason. Rich, for some reason, has a Sonic hat. I don't know why.
Why not?
Can I say my scariest moment?
Yes.
So a couple of us went, or the rest inside went to New York City, right? And we all got off the plane all tired, and I got off the car with everyone else. We walked to the hotel, get in the lift, and I think Clary says, "Mate, where's your bag?" And I'd left my suitcase on the sidewalk. Had to run back and get it.
Yep.
Oh.
Painful that.
Is it still there?
Yeah, obviously.
Oh,
or
okay.
our bosses would have destroyed me.
I can't believe that, because that was literally Sorry.
No, sorry. Go on.
No. You go.
No, I was going to completely derail the conversation.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to put that away in a pocket. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, ping pong.
Basically, just that was our first thing that we did in New York as well, and it's just absolutely hilarious. We got
suitcase, yeah.
Jackalulu 207 is back again with $10, saying, "Love you guys. Will you keep streaming on Tuesdays and Thursdays when out of lockdown?" Yes, we will.
Maybe, yes.
Hopefully.
We'll see what, because
we will try.
Once we're eventually out of lockdown, we're going to be moving premises. So
yep.
I don't know.
Everything will change.
Everything will be
again.
flipped around. But I think when we're finally settled into the new place, I think streaming is going to become very commonplace. Like we've kind of got the ball rolling when out of office. When we're back in office, it's a bit of a different deal, equipment-wise. But hopefully, yes, because I want to keep doing the Left 4 Dead stuff because it's great fun.
Yeah, so good.
Matt Freshwater with the £5 says, "Love to you all. Which video game character do you think you most relate to?"
Sorry, can I just point out that Matt Freshwater implies the existence of a Matt Saltwater? Great one, Ewan.
I don't understand what that means. It's a science.
Coming, Ewan.
You know what saltwater is.
You said like a longer phrase.
It's basically a geography question. So.
It's just a science thing.
It was a good gag. It was a really good gag.
Yeah.
Top 5 dead or alive gag.
Top 5 dead or alive. You said that in a video recently, Josh, that I edited, and I killed myself laughing when you said that because I've not heard that in so long.
Bringing it back, it's the patter cycle. It goes
Question
in
now.
fashion.
I don't remember. I've been
Which video game character you in?
Relatable.
Yeah, do you most relate to?
Oh, Christ alive.
There's not. I can't even think of anything for that.
No, I can't.
Like,
I
there's
can't think
characters
of
that I
it.
love being, but not any that I've gone like, oh, that's how I would have handled that situation. It's just not really a thing.
So Lenny from Red Dead Redemption 2.
Lenny.
Lenny from Red Dead Redemption 2. Up
Yeah.
for the sesh, easily led astray, and in with the wrong crowd. That's my life at WhatCulture.com there, I think.
Sprinting away from the premises at the last minute.
With a Sonic hat.
Yeah, I can't think of anything for that. I can't think of anything. That's terrible. Have I not related to any single video game character ever?
It is a hard one.
Tom Nook.
You implying that I'm a landlord? That is slander.
Asking for 50 bells.
That's absolute slander.
It's a deep cut, that one.
Yeah. No, I can't think of anything. Arthur Morgan because I have tuberculosis. There you go.
Can't I?
O's, my man.
Mhm.
Time for some more questions.
This one doesn't have a. This one won't be for the wheel. It is Jules. What is the worst game you ever purchased?
Every purchase.
Every single one.
I can tell you what it is. Hands down, man. Fighter Maker for the PS1. If you've never fucking played it, don't fucking bother. It is... The whole concept of it is, as the title suggests, you make your own fighter and then go in a fighting game. Apart from it was absolutely broken, and the only interesting thing about it was that you could give your character, it had a hobby section, it reflected nothing about the game, no stats-wise whatsoever, but you could just give them a hobby, and one of them was spoon collecting. So I named my guy Spoonadoon, and that was it. That was the only fun I had, and that was £15 of a 16-year-old boy who only earned £5 a week delivering papers or whatever it was. That was a lot of money. Fuming.
I love how you at 16 like spoons. They're funny.
I know. But that's what when you're a kid you just go like, oh, what's random? Lol. Eh.
I like crusty spoons.
Yeah, exactly. Like salad fingers. That was like the sort of thing. The weird.
Willy Bum. Willy Bum. Anyone remember Willy Bum?
What?
Willy
Oh, that was
Okay.
bad. That was not good. Do not
Josh
bring
knows-
Willy Bum back into the discourse in 2020, you.
I'm resurrecting Willy Bum.
I'm googling now. Willy Bum. Do I...
You're gonna get a lot of results,
Willy Bum.
Jules.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, I realised this is like typing in Willy. It's
Oh brother, where art thou? We're in a tight spot.
oh my god. Okay, right. Just ignore that. Right. God, we still have to catch up on the donations, guys. Osley, do you have the chat up?
Yes.
Could you mix in some of the donation questions with this? Because I feel like it's taken away
It's
from all the
up to
150 that
Mr.
you've got.
Andrew McDonald's $5, I believe. If you can scroll up and see that.
Best Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Did we answer that?
Nope.
No.
None of them.
I was gonna say none of them.
None of them.
Well, the best Assassin's Creed.
Black flag.
Brotherhood
Black
for me.
flag.
Brotherhood.
Black flag. Yar. Black flag.
Flag ain't
Stab,
even
stab.
an Assassin's Creed game.
Yo,
Here it is.
Holy
It's literally called Assassin's Creed. How can it not be Assassin's Creed game if it's called Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag? There you go. It is part of Assassin's Creed.
Right. Next one.
It's got hiding
Brendan
behind the
Kinder,
Vita.
$. What's everyone's favorite gaming/media IP from the 2010s?
Ooh.
As in like a new
I
IP that came out in the 2010s. Do you think?
Just says favorite.
Last of Us. Last
You will
of
make
Us.
it
Doom
more
reboot.
relevant.
Mm.
Nice.
Doom reboot and
Something like
and
2010,
Frontiers
isn't
Planet
it?
series.
Like,
It predates it. I would take Hotline Miami just because it blew me the F away. I can't think what else I'd love. Shovel Knight.
Hell.
Shovel Knight.
Effing dicks. Yeah, Shovel Knight.
Red Dead.
Not a new IP. Not a new IP from the 2010s.
Can I say Black Ops as a sub-series?
Dead.
Oh, Revolver doesn't count. Revolver no one cares about
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
what the
Yeah.
This is
hell?
another facet of us doing the chatty faces, us arguing before we actually do the recording bit.
Seriously.
Really, the word means
Right.
there.
You've got to take back that Red Dead Revolver doesn't count because it is a phenomenal game, dude.
You
Oh, here
don't
he
care about
is.
that. You won't think about that game for another month or so after this.
I did a whole fucking Let's Play when I first started getting into to YouTube stuff. I did a whole Let's Play of Red
Here
Dead
we go.
Revolver.
Old man Gill's back.
You did a Let's Play? Where's your Red Dead Revolver tattoo, mate?
Yeah, where is it?
Yours.
Okay.
My anus.
Go on, Jules. If you're not a fake gamer girl, name me the protagonist of Red Dead Revolver.
Red Harlow.
Oh, shit.
Right, next one. From Tyler Stewart, $5. What food dish in the game would you eat without hesitation?
The chickens on the floor in Streets of Rage.
Yeah,
That's a
good-
full chicken on a
good
plate.
answer.
Oh, have you seen all the food that they cook in Monster Hunter? How
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Breath of the Wild
the
food
food that they
looks good.
cook in like Persona as well. The places that they go into Persona, they have those huge beef bowls. Oh, that's what I want to sink my teeth into. Oh,
There's so much
so
food in
good.
Yakuza and Final Fantasy 15 as well, like just photo real stuff that they've just taken shots of and then recreated in the game. Yeah, Breath of the Wild stuff, though, like what Rich said, like massive meat skewers.
Yeah, gimme.
I'd have that.
I would 100% just a sweet roll. Sweet roll from Elder Scrolls.
Oh, yeah.
Cheese
Chomp chomp. It's just like a little beige block. Ooh, lovely.
Oh,
The correct answer
got
is the
one.
bowl of mammoth cheese.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Squirrel on a stick from the same game. I want to know what it tastes like. I want to be in the wild.
All right,
What-
Greg,
Actually, you know, you said cheese wheels.
You could have gone for the Fallout one, the irradiated squirrel bits.
Yeah. Squirrel bits.
Fancy lad snack cakes.
But
Dandy apple. Yes.
Ash saying cheese wheels remind me. So people collected cheese wheels in Skyrim, right? Do you all remember this?
Some people
Yeah.
do.
So like,
Yeah. Not everyone.
so I wanted to. So you know, I didn't want to copy them. So instead, cabbages from Skyrim I'm going to go with. I think I collected almost 1,000. Let them go and broke my Xbox almost.
Wait,
When
wait,
given
wait.
I was the cabbage collector.
No, I was going to say, could you roleplay
I
the
am
cabbage
the
man?
collector.
Did you like go into Skyrim being like, I've escaped from Helgen Keep, and now it is time for Ben Roy of Cabbage Town to unleash his cabbages
I'm
across the
shy.
land?
It's like from Avatar, the Last Airbender. My cabbages!
Is cabbage bending a thing from that show?
I would be so much more into it if it was.
Cabbage. Ben Roying, more like.
Hey!
Look, I got,
Moving
I
swiftly
got
on.
bored of the main story, so.
Right, next one.
Ozzy.
Yeah.
From Gregerton Bomb, £5. I'm just happy for shout out. Keep it up, and thanks for narrating my articles. P.S. Sorry for the Greek Kirsten.
It's fine. I haven't been looking at the comments, so therefore they don't exist.
We've got Michael Fong with $4.99. Kirsten's emblem moniker should be accidental murderer.
Yeah, because you threw a bloody guy off the cliff and killed him.
Oh wow.
I honestly, I would be one of those people that in real life I would like accidentally kill someone like 100%, like the most like outrageous accident that it could be. Like I accidentally like stabbed someone like 100% on accident, and people were like, "Did you accidentally stab someone?" I'm like, I don't know, it just happened. It just
It's just
happened.
in front of you, like, oh.
So glad we're all in
So is this the confession?
Otherwise.
Yeah, I did it. It was an accident.
So everyone right now is
Prepare yourselves.
messaging our boss just saying like, do not let Kirsten come to the new office.
Cutlery.
Right.
Yeah, that would be my luck.
This question is without a wheel as well. Will Rich ever decide between Kit Kat Chunky or a
Oh, for
Crunchy?
God's sake, Locke.
That's a group conversation now.
Please,
Ooh.
leave me alone.
You must pick, Rich.
Ah!
Must
I can't pick between them. They're both amazing. Moving on. Osley, give us another question.
The answer's crunchy, man. It's crunchy.
I love them both. We met Locke at
It's
EGX,
chunky.
and he comes over to me with a copy of Tetris for the Game Boy, the original 1989 version, and then gives us a pack of Kit Kats and Crunchies. I'm like, there you go. You can't decide. Have both. And to be honest, that was really good because that kept us fueled while we were walking around EGX. I just had Kit Kat Chunkies in my bag as
Yeah,
little
sure.
pit stops.
We have another donation from Antonio Martinez, $10, and he says, "Love you all. I'm subbed to 70% of your content. What video game piece of dialogue made you burst out laughing? Also, Commissioner Ewan or Superman Ewan. Either way, love it, dude. Very dashing."
Oh,
Dashing.
can I
Daphne.
answer this question? It's got to be. I've been playing through Mafia 2 this week, unfortunately, and there's the great Robert Costanzo is in that game. He voiced Harvey Bullock in Batman the Animated Series. He plays both Joe Barbaro and Derek Papadillo, and there's a very, very funny delivery where he goes where Steve walks in after Vito gives up doing manual labor, and Steve's all like, "Hey, this guy don't want to do manual labor," and then Derek goes, "What the fuck?" And the way he delivers, "What the fuck," is the best, most hilarious. I'd die every time I hear
It's
that.
great.
It's wonderful.
Oh, actually, for a line that makes you laugh, Half-Life Alex, there's a point when you meet a Vortigaunt and he's had his head bashed in, and he's like, my head, it hurts. And Alex is like, yeah, I know. And he's like, I got hit. Yes, ow. And for some reason, it absolutely killed me every time I played it.
And that's when Derek walks in and goes, what the fuck?
That amazing Valve dry humor
Giant...
still exists in Half-Life Alex. It's fantastic.
You guys played Giant Citizen Kabuto on PS2 or PC?
I have, yeah.
Yeah, that thing. I rediscovered that the other week. Someone wrote about it, so I was looking up old videos for it. But that thing with little Timmy and all the like sort of Cockney mini Master Chief men. I know it sounds like I've lost it. But that thing was really good.
Right, we have another donation from Tyler Stewart with $5. What's the most petty thing you've done in a game? PvP or PvE is fine.
Oh, sticking TNT into somebody's house in Minecraft. Simple as.
Chasing like a teammate down and killing them in like Spies versus Mercs or something.
Chasing down your mate and killing him on a rooftop in Modern Warfare, Scott.
Yeah, I can't possibly relate to that, mate.
I murdered someone with a plane in midair in GTA 5 once. Like I literally flew the plane and they were in another plane, and they jumped out, and then I killed them with the wing of my plane because they blew up one of my shipments of drugs.
Nasty way to go.
That's the pettiest thing I've ever done in a game.
I really wanted to. My Nook phone on Animal Crossing so people can't get on the islands when I go and visit them. Like, I sit there.
I really wanted an achievement in Left 4 Dead, so in Blood Harvest, as you get on the truck, my friend was there. If he didn't die then, I would have got killed. So I murdered him and got the achievement, and then that was the end of that.
You monster.
I can't believe you Dark Knighted him. Jesus.
Look. Some of us need the achievements.
Ben Roy's just there like, I killed the bus driver, and then just like, he's dead.
So, who is your favourite animal companion in a game? And this is going to me. And it's got to be dogs. Like, dogs are the best thing.
Oh, the best dog.
Yeah.
But which best dog?
Dog in Half-Life 2.
Yeah, which dog?
Maple dog.
Yeah,
Oh, so it's got to be dog meat from Fallout.
dog.
It's
No,
adorable.
it's the dog from Fallout New Vegas that has the one that belongs to
Rex.
the kings, and it has the robot head. Great dog.
You can upgrade its robot head if you're good enough with like circuitry. You're just there like, oh yeah, he fixed him, and then it's like he knows more tricks now.
I'm just trying to think of more dogs. There's like Dog's Life on the PS2.
Oh, you know what?
Any
Amy has
dog.
just played through that
Yeah.
again.
It's great.
What
Nintendo.
Sif
Rainbow
Rainbow
Frontier, that.
Is
Oh,
it?
Yeah, it's Frontier. If you,
There's like, isn't there a poop button in that game?
there's a fart button, I think.
Good. Better,
Which is
to
why,
be honest.
which is why Moving Out is one of the best games of the year, because if you jump enough, your character farts. 10 out of 10 game.
I want that in every single game.
I had that-
Relatable, to be honest.
I had that exact same thing when I was playing Abe's Odyssey for the first time,
Yeah.
and I was just like,
I remember
no,
playing the
no,
demo and
that's
thinking,
a
oh my god, you can fart.
button. And then you could possess your fart in the sequel.
Have we ever done best one-off dedicated buttons?
I think we
we
have,
probably
like the
have.
swear button in
Yeah.
Scarface and stuff.
Yeah, we
It's sort of
did
several
a collaborative list together where it was like the most pointless video game details that we always do.
Oh,
because
it
I
was the
remember
pointless
that Ash
abilities.
said- yeah, Ash had the swearing one.
I had quacking
and-
in Duck Game.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'd
Goose
I'd
Game.
Duck
spinning-
game. Is that
Duck Game's
Duck
a sequel.
game?
I'd
I'm
spinning.
fucking
yeah,
goose.
Cool.
Good.
Right. This Ewan's the last one on the wheel.
Ooh.
So, what would be your dream game to develop either parts of a current IP or an entirely new IP? And that's from Chris Licky on Twitter.
Right, I'd do a game, right, where it was like Insomniac Spider-Man game, but then it was just that island of New York, but you had all the New York Marvel heroes that you could play in. So you'd have the sandbox, but also you'd be able to swing around as Spider-Man, and then you could go to Hell's Kitchen, and Daredevil would be there, and then you could maybe go down to the Baxter Building, and then the Fantastic Four would be there. Basically make it like Spider-Man, but you can play as all the different heroes. It'd be great
I thought
fun.
you
I'd
were just
love
going to
that.
say
And
a
you
pure
just-
Daredevil game.
I mean,
Well,
yes, I was
so overdue.
Yes, I mean anything that is like part Phoenix Wright, part Spider-Man, give it to me. That would be amazing. Part
That would be
courtroom
phenomenal.
drama, part that would be really cool. Also, I kind of want a Columbo game where I can just go around and be really clumsy and stick it to the rich criminals who think that Columbo's so dumb. He's not dumb. He's great. Love Columbo. Watch Columbo, everyone. It's great on the weekend. Put it on 5 USA. Just sit down and relax and go. It's great fun. Oh, Peter Thorpe, bless him.
Oh, like half L.A. Noire interrogations, half full-on action game.
Yes, actually, to be fair, also, just another pitch, an LA Noire sequel, but make it Mindhunter in the 70s and you're going after all loads of serial killers. Make it Finchery, that'd be really
You
cool.
and just plug your Red Dead 3 editorial.
Oh, I did the Red Dead thing? Yeah, that was
really
Red
good.
Dead 3 would make it Depression, Prohibition era. I think that'd be really cool as well.
That would actually be amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got some
You could
more
become the
questions
booth
on the
baron.
chat.
We do. Fernando Caraballo, I read it as Caraballo beforehand. $10. Having such a blast here, one franchise you would bring back from the dead if you could. Scott, I already know about Splinter Cell. Lol.
Easy.
And Legacy of Kain for me.
Split second. Give me that sequel.
Time to
Time for this is good.
Yeah.
Time Splitters is so old and so unused. Did you guys know? I bought Homefront: The Revolution because levels from Time. Because Julian, 2 levels from Time Splitters 2 are in the beginning of Homefront. You can play them on an arcade machine.
Yeah.
Which, if they led with that in the marketing, I would have snapped it up on day one.
You've lost your mind over the past few weeks.
Look, just because I
Revolution.
He's gonna buy a PC next, and then you know he's lost it.
I just needed to play the Splinter Cell DLC, so I dropped 20 English pounds on Ghost Recon Breakpoint. It might still be broken, but
You
my
bought
client's in it.
Breakpoint?
Yeah, I might have done. Yeah.
Have you got past the menus yet?
Oh god, you guys have no idea. It still doesn't even run the main menu. It's so haggle. It's so broken
Is that how
and
broken
glitchy.
it is? Oh my god.
Yeah, it just can't even load its own pause
It's
menu.
really sad to me. Ghost Recon's my favourite Tom Clancy thing, and it's just a load of bollocks now.
It is a bit, but Michael Einstein's in it now.
Yeah, but Scott, it's still in that phase of The Godfather where Marlon Brando is really upset that Sonny's died. He's going, "Look how they massacred my boy." That's basically how I feel about Ghost Recon.
Yeah, it is a bit decomposing at the minute.
Right.
Anyway,
We have Black Freshwater with another £5. What do you think the game of the year this year could be released or yet to be released? P.S. Ewan, I've never met a saltwater.
thank you.
You've never met water.
It's these fancy science terms, just left, right, and centre.
Never met. Right, I'm sorry.
I think
It's fairly basic, Scott Tailford.
It's not me asking the question.
I'm just saying, you're the one who's so uptight about
No,
saltwater.
I know what saltwater is, but you put a different word in front of it.
Yeah, Matt, as in a name. he implied that Matt
thought it was all one
Saltwater's a
big
guy's
term.
surname.
Look, I've got
the
Ghost
man's
Recon.
name.
I'm satisfied. I don't need anything else.
Science
Oh, mate. Right. What was the question?
What do you think
Game
will
of
be
the year.
Cyberpunk.
I think probably Last of Us Part 2 is going to win it, but
Last
I'm
of Us
really,
Part 2.
I'm really excited for Ghost of Tsushima. I think I'm reviewing that one later in the year.
Yes.
I'm really excited about that one. I hope it's basically going to be Red Dead, but make it feudal Japan, but we shall see.
Half-Life Alyx is so good.
I'm fingers
I'll be
crossed.
amazed.
Psychonauts 2, if that please be good.
That and Doom Eternal.
I'll be amazed if anything beats Doom.
Doom.
Yeah, Doom's just flawless. But we'll see.
But we've got so much coming out. I'm actually just looking at what's coming out in 2020. You've got like No More Heroes 3. You've got the new Oddworld games coming out. There's Warcraft 3 Reforged.
That's already out.
Deadly
That's already out,
Premonition
and it's a garbage fire.
Oh, nice.
It's terrible.
Yeah, that thing is on fire.
Oh, actually, yeah, I remember that actually now. Yeah, there's quite a few games actually that are coming out.
The big
Obviously,
two is
Cyberpunk.
like Cyberpunk and Last of Us.
I think it's.
And then I guess
I'm
we'll see
sad.
what's
I've
like.
already had
Yeah,
my
the
big
new
games
Avengers
this year.
game.
I've had Doom and Half-Life, and I'm kind of intrigued to see what COD do later this year. But I'm not expecting anything good from that. It's going to be a complete dumpster fire. Cool.
Presumably, there's going to be some quite good launch games for the next-gen machines as well that we don't even know about. So I like that we've got those
Harry Potter
curveballs
RPG.
potentially coming right at the end.
Please.
Harry Potter RPG.
Please.
There is that, to be
Mate,
fair.
Rich, if your Harry Potter RPG gets announced before the next Arkham game, I might come to your house and kill you.
I'll be ready.
So we've got Mark Risser with 50 NOK, I think that's Norwegian krone. I just lost my job due to the pandemic crisis.
Oh,
It
sorry,
Oh,
dude.
man.
made my damn day so much better.
Oh, man.
Really sorry to hear that.
Oh, that sucks.
Well,
Hang in there. I'm sure things will get better soon.
We have Eternal Chaos with 40, I think that's Indian rupees.
Yes.
Love you guys, Jules is the best.
What the hell? He hasn't even played Ghost Recon.
I played the original one, mate.
Runs better, to be honest.
Yeah.
It was all about Island Thunder.
Mate, what was it? It was the original game that came out for the Xbox, the original Xbox. I know it's not the original one, but it was one that they ported over. Came with a headset that you could actually talk into and give commands.
So had that as well.
Yeah,
that was Tom Clancy's End War, mate. That was the
first one.
Yeah, that End War was like you could talk in and be like, Unit 5, do cool military shit. And
they would never do it because it'd be so
Can you repeat that? It's like the elevator skit from Burnistown. You just can't understand the accent.
If you had even the slightest bit, it would just be like, sorry, I don't understand. It's like, I'm sorry I wasn't born literally like in the middle of England. Like.
We have James Plummer with £5. Love the channel and you guys. Thanks for the laughs. Quick question: what game deserves a sequel? Mine would be Psyop's Jules Face.
Oh, Psyops is such a shout. Yeah,
Psyops.
Second Sight always gets brought up when Psyops is around, and that also deserves a sequel.
I've already said it. Split Second needs a sequel. Somebody please bring that back.
It's so good.
Disney.
Why are you not streaming that?
What?
Why are you not streaming?
I'm going to bring my 360 up and stream some Split Second because it's such a fantastic game.
Nice.
We have Sita, I don't know how to say his name, with $2.99. How much to buy Ash's calculator watch?
It's a low bid right there for Ash's watch.
It's you can get it on Amazon, I think. They sell it on there. It's just a Casio data bank, but for my particular one, as it is covered in sweat and piss, £500.
And piss.
And piss. I'm 100%. I've had it so long. I've had that watch so long. I'm like 100% sure it's been in the toilet or pissed on just in general at some point. Like that happens to all my belongings, so that I know they're mine.
That's how you claim territory.
Yeah.
Okay.
We should do like a really quick fire round, like have a question answer of these ones.
Yeah. Everyone's about to say, we should all wee on our belongings.
That's how you know.
It's the only way.
I'm not weeing on my Vita.
It is 6 o'clock and we've only been through 13 questions on the Google.
Oh my god.
As Ash said, quick fire. Let's do this.
Speed round. Do one big speed round.
In the event of a battle royale scenario in WhatCulture, who would be the last person standing? That's going to Kirsten.
Well, I'd be the first person to die, so
gently, of course.
Unless I somehow accidentally kill all of you, and then it might be me. Last person standing. I don't know. I think Ash could all of a sudden have like a bit of a wild card and just kind of lose her mind and just be like blood covered in the end.
The kazoo sounding in the distance.
I did it. So possibly Ash, but I don't know. I really don't know.
I'd be dead.
I've not physically been in the office, so I'm not sure what the.
We're yet to fight to the death. So
There's not been a fight to the death yet, so I don't know. Yeah, it would either me first to die, or I'd somehow kill everyone in some sort of accidental explosion or something.
You push the button.
Oops. What? I don't press this one. This one. No. Yeah, that would be my answer.
Jules, we have Chris McDonald as a new member.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Chris McDonald.
$2.29 with $30 and
shit!
Thank you very much.
That's incredible. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, next one. Which chatty faces changed your mind or opinion on what they said? From Kalelika on Twitter, and it's going to Rich.
Which was it? Chatty faces changed my mind.
Yes, or opinion on what they said.
I don't know.
Chat.
Genuinely don't know.
We don't take chatty face.
The beauty of Chatty is that we just voice our own opinions, and most of the time we all disagree with each other. So, especially if it's a controversial take. So, I would say none, because anything anyone else says is toss to me.
Steadfast.
Have you guys?
Come on, mate. I sold you on Game Pass.
Do you know actually? You did.
Yeah. I'll read that one out again. Have you guys played any games you couldn't get into the first time but got hooked the second? That's from Shine41685 on Twitter. That is going to Ash.
There's plenty of games that I kind of write off and then go, actually, no, I'll give it a go. Red Dead was really slow for me, but I enjoyed it so much when I got into it. I didn't stop playing it, but I kind of took a little break. And Mass Effect, the first Mass Effect, because I've said this before, I played the second one first. When I went to the first one, I was like, oh boy, I do not like this at all. And then finished the series and came back to it and was like, oh ever. So yeah, first Mass Effect is probably the best answer for one that I've returned to and gone, I missed out.
Cool. Aside from loved ones, family, friends, etc., what is the one thing you cannot live without? Something you absolutely have to have? That's from Jekalulu on Twitter. That's going to Jules.
Something I can't live without. But it can't be like for like family and friends and loved ones and stuff. It has to be something physical. I couldn't even pick Warhammer because it's a 2-player fucking game. So I would say, I know actually.
Bread, mate.
Shut up. It'd be a PlayStation 1 with all of the Final Fantasy games. That would keep me going until the end of time.
Yeah, but
What?
you can only PlayStation, not the save cards.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Oh god, starting those games, but you get as far as you can in like a 40-hour save, but you can never save anything.
Let's leave it on.
You know what?
Leave it on.
Screw it then.
Every time.
If I can only choose one thing and it's just got to be useful, just screw it. My jetpack that I have.
No fuel.
Oh, God. This is rubbish.
You've perverted the game here, Scott Terrelford.
I can't help it.
I tell you what, I'm just going to be really boring and just go, my glasses, because if I couldn't see, that would distract. My glasses!
Frames to lenses, sorry.
Right. Have you played Super Mario 64, or are you a fake gamer from xnick291x on Discord? That's going to Scott.
Yes, I have played it. I'm a real gamer. I'm a fully grown, 100% gamer with a 3.
Has anyone here not played Super Mario 64?
Not substantially.
I only played it last year, so yeah.
Oh.
I finally got an N64. I was a Sony kid.
Right,
so
I had a Dreamcast, right, okay, look, and we all come, as history has shown, Dreamcast was the best console ever, so, I mean, I think I'm vindicated by my decision right now.
Sort of.
I mean,
sort of a lie, innit, but,
I mean,
you
no,
know.
it's not really, it's kind of the truth. I mean,
Hey, Sega's going to be announcing some new system, and everyone thinks it might be a Dreamcast 2 or some sort of emulation thing. So your time
they're
could
not
come.
gonna do it.
it's Dreamcast 2, I'm going to resurrect myself.
Imagine
Like,
that.
yeah.
Dreamcast
It'll be-
Mini.
it'll be the-
Dreamwave.
Yeah, it'll be the Dreamcast Mini, but the Mini will be referring to the library of games for it.
You get the first Sonic
Well, I'll
Adventures
play Crazy
and you realise how
Taxi and
badly
Echo
they
the
play.
Dolphin over and over again.
Bit of Shenmue.
Yep.
Have Fernando Caraballo, another $5. Other than Jules, which person would look epic bald?
Well, I'm going bald next, so I'll take the hit on this one.
It's Kirsten.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Be like Furiosa.
What would look
Yeah.
intimidating with no
I
hair?
think someone needs to just Photoshop me bald and just see.
You bald
Oh,
and
just-
Jules with your hair.
My God. What a
I'll
glorious
bring,
combo.
when I actually come to the office, I'll wear a bald cap and then I'll bring a wig.
Oh,
Jules,
mate,
and
there's
we'll
one
do
at
a
the
whole
office
video
already.
Like that.
Yeah.
Oh, there
There's
we
one
go.
caps at the office.
Sorted.
So I'll Photoshop that for the next live stream, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we've got also probably the best name on YouTube, Ultra Funky with £2.
Ooh.
Says anyone
Ultra
know anything
funky.
about the new Splinter Cell thinking face?
That is like that is the most get anyone want to buy some death sticks question we've ever had. I don't know anything. You know anything about Splinter Cell? I don't know anything about Splinter Cell. I'd say nothing. I don't know anything. I really don't know anything.
No, there's
I wish I
even
knew
the-
something.
Even the contacts I've plugged have only shaken their faces at me. So no, doesn't seem to be anything. But yeah, I did a video on the why it's been away for so long on the channel. You can go watch that. But yeah, Ubisoft don't seem to care right now.
We have why aren't there any more cats in video games? It's always dogs, and that's from C Jelio. I guess
Because
that's
cats
going
don't
to
care.
Josh.
Well, I feel like the tide's finally turning. During the 2000s, the 2010s, I mean, dogs were everywhere. Like we were saying, you could have a top 10 list of dogs. But this year in particular, it's been cat central. You've had Final Fantasy VII with the best cats I've ever seen. That was the best part of that game. Every single time, I can't remember his name, was it Wedge? Had
Was
his
it- what
little
about-
cat
what was that
family,
other
his
cat
little
that you
puppy
hated, though?
family. It was lovely. What? Oh, the cat person, not good. I'm not into that furry stuff, but the actual cats, very good. Very, very good.
Top
So I
cats.
think so to answer that question, I think we're seeing the tide turn. Dogs were once reigning supreme, but now cats are coming in vogue.
in floods.
Oh,
There's,
I've been replaying Bioshock at the moment, and the one thing that upset me the most was when I noticed there was dead cats on the floor like that.
Oh, no.
Why is the
remember
need? Why? They're like, there's just an odd one here and there. I was like, oh, good, thank you. Glad to know the cats made it to Rapture and died. Like they could have just at least had some roaming around.
They talk about it in the novel. They talk
Yeah, I
about
was
that they were
gonna
brought
say.
in to to capture all the rats and stuff that were brought in with the like shipping vessels, and they were the first to be eaten when the garbage started like piling up.
They're not even eaten. It's
I
just a
know.
whole cat. Like if they're gonna be
Been
eaten,
chewed
at least
on.
put a bone there. I don't want to see the whole cat. It really upset me. I was like, wow, thanks.
They've just had a little nibble and wandered off.
Shocked.
Horrible.
We have Gregaton Bomb with £2. He says, "This has been a fine day off. Catch you all soon."
Aw.
Bye, Greg.
Bye, Greg.
Hi, Greg.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for joining.
What is a good game with a not so good story/campaign? That's from Johnny's Games YT on Twitter. That's going to Ewan.
A game with a bad story. Oh, crikey. I always feel as though games that have good gameplay are let down by a bad story sometimes. Like, my mind always kind of goes to Arkham Knight, where I feel as though the gameplay peaked for the series, but I thought the story was really crap. But like a game that has like a good game. Oh. Ooh.
Rocket League.
Well, it doesn't have a story.
Oh, terrible.
Rage 2 plays really well. It's got absolutely no story in it.
Yeah. The question was bad story, wasn't it? And good gameplay.
Yeah.
Oh, Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
I completely. Yeah, Arkham Knight. I'm sorry. The most cliche-driven Batman game I've ever played frustrated me endlessly when I played that.
We have Ultra Funky with another £2. Are you guys allowed to recommend third-party Xbox One games? I would say yes, we are allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I
we
don't.
say
Yes,
nice things all the time.
Gears 5. Gears 5.
Third party.
Third party.
Ben
Third
Roy.
party, my friend.
For once, it's not Gears.
I thought you said first party. Third party.
Cuphead.
Yeah.
It's a third party game for the Xbox.
That's second party, isn't it?
Yeah, second party, I suppose.
Third party is just like.
Third party is just
Third party is just anything, really.
anything not published by Microsoft, basically.
Resident.
What have I even been playing on the Xbox? It's just old games. It's just old
SSX
titles.
3,
Fallout New
yeah.
Vegas is the best game of all time, and that's on
Oh,
Game
yeah.
Pass. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Party
SSX 3
recommendation.
and Blood Rain 2.
Witcher's on there.
Alan Wake
and
was pub. Oh, yeah.
good.
Ben Roy just
That's Ben Roy.
That's how
Everyone
completely
said
there.
Oh, we have Jason Godfrey
Alan Wake.
with $5, and he says, "Hey guys, love the streams. It's great to be inside and have something to watch while avoiding the 111-degree temperature in Arizona, and I hope that's Fahrenheit."
I mean, you'd think so.
Hinterland.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's
Wow.
Droid Factory props.
legend.
£2. Whoa, 100? I remember the first one of these. Crazy.
I
Oh, that's
know.
cool
Wait,
if he's
is
been
that,
around since
is
the
that Star
beginning.
Wars props? Can you make us a lightsaber so we can finally make that video?
Oh. Is that file, did that get deleted? Ben Roy, have you got it?
I was asked about that video, and it was sent to the pits of hell when I changed the machines.
Got the
Can you guys
spice
remember
mines
the
of
first
Kessel
30
it's got.
places?
Oh, as in.
Like
Oh, sorry.
setting up and
We could do it in the
Sorry,
new place.
yeah.
We've got a little fake studio thing we're going to be getting.
Fake studio thing? What's a how can the studio be fake?
Do you mean like, do you mean
I,
like a
can't, I can't reveal that much.
We have Ultra Funky with another $2. Not games, I meant third controllers.
Says
for
in third-party
Xbox One.
controllers.
Mad Cats, remember them?
They're dead
Yeah.
and buried.
love
They're
them.
gone.
Yeah, gone. I remember them. I remember getting
Think-
the Mad Cats controller ages ago.
like they
Right.
more or less made those obsolete when Xbox released that Elite controller that's £1 billion, but it's very, very good.
It's really,
really
nice,
want
but I
one,
could never
even though
justify
it's
paying that much for a
way
controller.
too much.
It's
Mhm.
ridiculous.
Pretty though.
Yeah.
Big O hits with the knowledge.
How many more have we got on this round?
I think there's only Ben Roy and Ash to go, isn't there?
Oh, I don't mind.
Ash
Oh.
did the something. I'll do one more. Characters you thought would be amazing, but when you tried them again, they turned out to be characters you thought would be amazing, but when you tried them, they turned out to be shit. I presume. Like the games. That's from Hellfire WZ on Twitter. That's going to Ben Roy.
Ooh.
Link.
Oh my god!
So we've got
Or just link, no explanation. Fantastic.
And done. I'm out.
One take Tony over here.
we've got Myth Parade with $20. Ash, what do you believe is the biggest misconception about women in gaming?
Oh God, there's so many. I think jiggle bones and boobs is the one thing that's a misconception. I think just how jiggly a woman's titty is. If we're talking like a bit at large, though, I think it's that women have different experiences to men in gaming. I think that the misconception there is that everyone can enjoy it. The whole gamer girl thing, the whole gatekeeping stuff that happens with women. That would be my least favorite misconception, and the biggest one that kind of roots itself in the community. But it's getting loads better, and it's obviously a small portion of people who can be like that, and the rest are really great. But yeah, jiggly tits is the other one. Just how much they jiggle and just how big a boob can get without causing back problems. Like, ooh.
Yeah.
Remember that Pokemon, Jiggly Tits?
Yeah.
Favorite one.
Jiggly tits, go!
We have Bearcat Aquatic, who was on Choose Your Adventure the other day.
Yes, they were.
With €5, I think that's.
Yes.
Which video game romance option you never ever even considered?
I considered all of them because they were actually all really well written. I know it sounds like a sort of like whitewashy answer, but it's just like they every single one. I was like, oh, maybe I should diddle the teacher.
Someone please separate that audio clip and just put that.
Put it on Wilborn soundboard.
Diddle the teacher.
Ultra Funky with another £2, and he says, "Oh, I've got a little bag of £2." Smiley face.
Aww.
Droid Battery Props with another £2. Ash, favorite final girl?
Crystal, I think it is, from The Hunt, which is obviously a movie and not a game, but that's where the final girls live, so that's what I'm going to go for.
Ultra Funky with another £2. Ryu or Ken or Blanca? Thinking face.
None of the above, DJ.
Oh, it's Blanca for me. I used to love Blanca.
Ryu!
Is Blanca the one that can go all electrical and stuff?
Yeah.
He's a big beast man.
I played as him, and I got
Right,
Ultra Street Fighter 4 for free on my Xbox, so I just played as him.
Coach Marvel with £2. Which TV/film series yet to be should be a game?
I answered this on a podcast a while ago and got Ben Roy very erect, and I said Torchwood. As like a Resident Evil style alien horror game, but with Captain Jack with his big coat. Just give me that.
Shout.
After finally watching the first season of Westworld and realizing what good TV is, I would love Westworld to be a video game.
Yeah.
Like, imagine just like a battle royale style thing, just set in the Wild West like that.
I mean, I was fine until you said Battle Royale now.
Well,
Yeah.
it was only because of the ending of to lead into season 2. I don't know what happens in season 2, but it looks like that's what's going to happen.
Season 2 is a weird time.
Oh,
Season 3 is all
no.
cyberpunk though.
I'm sorry for you, Jules, to experience season 2.
Yeah.
Bollocks.
Just
Well-
stop where you are now. It's fine.
Well, actually, stopping where we are now is actually a very apt thing because we have actually overrun our allotted hour time here, and we all have places to be and things and people to do.
So, rooms to go to.
So we want to give you guys a massive shout out because without the support of all of you in the chat and everyone who watched us over the past couple of years helping Chatty Faces and WhatCulture grow, we couldn't be here without your support. And everyone who's donated, everyone who's shown up today giving words of encouragement and support, you are all absolute massive ledges. Honestly, words do not do it justice. The fact that we have jobs because of people like you is entirely humbling.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
So we're really close to hitting 2 years of Chatty, because it was like we did obviously Chatty 52 last year for 1 year, and Chatty 104 doesn't really work as well as Chatty 100, so hence why we're doing stuff now. And someone in the chat before the stream started pointed out, I've not even noticed this, but we're really close to 1.5 million on the gaming channel now.
Yeah.
We'll have to do another special then.
Which is insane.
See you again next week.
It feels like we've had months of these kind of reflections. We had 2 million on the main channel. We've had this, and then we're going to hit that. It's like, oh, I don't know. Everything's kind of, it feels real. I don't know why that's weird. We've done this for years, and now it suddenly feels real, and I'm very appreciative.
Yeah.
Maybe because I've had a single pint, but I don't know. Maybe that's why the feelings are coming out. Who knows? Yeah.
Your stream is so laggy there, Josh. I thought you were talking with your Adam's apple for a second.
If everyone has a drink, let's raise it now and cheers the audience.
Mine's empty. This is a bit.
It's fine. It's fine. Mine's empty
Scott's
too.
got his PSP
some-
out again.
Some ice
I'm
water.
gonna
Get it away, mate.
I've got a
Children's
Valentine
bottle.
mug.
Find some Kool-Aid. Drink it.
Well, cheers, everyone. Thank you guys for making it so special. And thank you, everyone in this team. You are all some of my best friends and best colleagues to work with. It has been an absolute pleasure over the last couple of years, months, whatever it's been. It's honestly been the best time of my life. I sound like I'm dying. I'm not. But
I mean, you did say, you announced at the beginning of the stream that you were retiring, so this is your farewell speech, it seems.
Egg out.
The yolk has split.
This is the thing. I just go like this. And this is literally the last thing you see of me. Just this, and then just that. It's just gone.
Oh wow.
I'm out.
Well,
I'm out.
There goes the egg.
Bye, Joe.
There goes the best jam egg I ever saw.
But seriously, I actually have to
You
go.
better run, egg.
So I'm gonna peace out. Let you guys wrap up the stream, all right?
Antonio, thank you for the $2. Last ones. Cheers. Bye, Jules.
Bye,
But,
Jules. Bye, Jules.
yes, just sort of echoing what Jules
Bye.
said. Yeah, it is true. Like all the support that you guys have given this series over the last nearly 2 years, which is ridiculous, is the reason why we can keep making it. So thank you all so much for all of that support. Thank you for all the super chats and donations today, and we hope to see you next week with Chatty 101, which I've started working on today. So we'll see you on the next 100, Chatty 200. On my word, whatever that. Lux with 500 PHPs, which is something from the Philippines. I'm not entirely sure what they are, but thank you, Lux. Thank you very much for those. But otherwise, we're gonna let you all get to your weekends, and I'll let all of you get to your weekends as well. I hope you're all taking care of yourselves during this still kind of strange time. But otherwise, we will see you next week. Have a lovely weekend, everyone.
Bye.
Goodbye to you all.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.